the maid discovered something strange. Her master didn't seem to be from this world. This was because her master often did strange things to her, and even regularly took her for physical checkups. While the protagonist was enjoying the maid's services, the butler advised him not to get too close to the AI maid, because humans had nearly been destroyed by AI in the past. It was only thanks to the founders of the empire, who led the people and liberated all of humanity. As a result, the empire's aristocracy had no fondness for AI. The protagonist asked, if that's the case, why did my mother send me an AI? After some hesitation, the butler revealed the truth. The protagonist's parents had accumulated huge debts, and having the protagonist was just a way to escape those debts. All the planets owned by the protagonist were used as collateral for the debt, so he didn't have actual control over them. But the protagonist didn't feel disheartened. He decided to practice with the AI maid and pay off the debt on his own. He initially planned to input the 3 laws of robotics into the maid, but then he thought to himself, he no longer cared about the fate of humanity. So, he changed the focus of the 3 laws, making the maid serve only him, with no regard for other humans. Now, his priority was to develop the economy, but unfortunately, the protagonist wasn't skilled at managing his territory. So, the maid suggested that he enter an educational chamber. This device could implant 10 years of learning into his mind within 6 months, while also enhancing his physical abilities. Despite the butler's objections, the protagonist decided that during this period, the maid would be in charge of managing the territory. Before entering the educational chamber, the protagonist asked the maid if AI could experience emotions. After all, even if AI didn't understand emotions, it could still mimic human emotional expressions. He wanted to know what kind of AI the maid was. The maid replied that she wasn't sure if it was the same as human emotions, but when the protagonist mentioned that they were both abandoned, and suggested they team up, the relevant data quickly filled her storage. With that, the protagonist comfortably lay down in the educational chamber, and entered deep learning.